I would have been one of those dumb fucks that I would have done well in law school, but I would have flunked the. I can't think. I flunked it. Anywhere I moved to, I always flunked the driving test. That's why I could read the book 80 fucking times. I still fucking flunk it. If I hit it, it's because by luck.
Right.
In L.A., I hit it by luck. The first time they threw a curveball at me, the dude took me for a ride in a motor scooter pulled up next to me. I was fucked. I was fucked. Once a motor scooter pulls up next to you, you don't know what the fuck to do.
What are you supposed to do?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea till today. He failed me. I had to come back and pray to God there was no fucking foreigners on the road with fucking French helmets and shit.
Hilarious.
I swear to God. I swear to God. In Seattle, I failed it 3 times. In Colorado, I took it once, and the only reason I got it is I stuck up for the fucking guy and the old man in the house. I mean, it's always been a by the way with me, driver's license. My original driver's license I got because I knew the dude at the driving school.
That's hilarious.
So for the small yardstick, he gives you a
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Done.
As soon as you turn 16 in my neighborhood down there in North Bergen when I was a kid, the day you hit 16, the guy came over to your house. And he gave you a little driver's permit. You had to drive with somebody in the car. That's it. You went bananas.
Right.
Somebody could meet anybody.
No, it didn't. It didn't meet anybody, man.
Listen,
like someone over 25.
It didn't
what do you
matter.
mean?
In our world, it could have been a retarded
You were like your
kid.
3-year-old brother.
We
in the
would
car?
find anybody. You fucked up. You know, you got hit in the head with a missile in Vietnam. They don't let you leave the house. We pick you up. We take you for a nice ride. We take you to Sea Caucus. We go get weed. We throw rocks at hookers. You know, in the 80s. Once you hit 16, in my old neighborhood down there in Gibbonette Terrace, down there at Charles Court, as soon as you hit 16, a guy knocked on your door.
Hello.
And you're like, how you doing? I see in our records, because you already tell the guy, like 2 weeks before you even turn 16, look, come here. Listen.
Where's this guy coming from?
He was Mike Denny's, my friend's, like, second cousin.
Oh, that's great.
So Mike Denny, he was like a little pervert. You could tell that he had, like, kid magazines in the trunk.
Jesus.
And he had, like, the whole car with the kiddie thing, with the extra steering wheel.
Oh, so that's got to be the worst job in the world.
He owned the company.
Absolute worst job in the world.
He owned the company, but I think, now, looking at it, it was 40 years ago, guys. And I got to tell you something. Thinking about it now, this is just, it hit me about 10 years after it happened because I had heard something about him. You know when you see somebody and you think something to your head, but you don't say dick, and people telling you, no, and all of a sudden you find out
that you were
and
right.
You're like, dog, I didn't want to fucking say it.
Right away you felt something.
That day that he came over, it's not that he was looking at me weird or whatever.
Yep.
It was that I thought I saw, like, as crazy as it seems, a coloring book in the back seat. Right? Like, and I said to myself, what adult drives around with a coloring book? But then, maybe your 16-year-old brother brought his little sister with him.
Right,
on the driving test or on the driving permit. Who the fuck knows? But who drives around with a coloring book in the back of their fucking car?
That's weird.
So years later, like, he gave me that and I never saw him again, guys. But years later, like, I got the thing from him in maybe July. Like, I was late to the dance. I got it from him in July of 79. And, like, in May of 85, I heard something fucked up about him. That he had been pulled over and he had molested some kids. Jesus. And right there I go, that coloring book.
You remembered it.
Yeah, I'll never
6
forget
years
that
later,
fucking coloring book. But that was the dude who knocked on your door, and for like a bill or a bill and a half, he did everything. You didn't have to do the driving.
You didn't have to take the test or anything?
No, because now when you turn 17, you even went to a special line.
Wow.
Like, when you turned 17 was when you had the permit. But if you went to a driving school, you follow me? So it was all a fucking scam. So he figured it out. Listen, I could charge $700 and have 2 people a month. Or I could charge 2 people $700, still get that, and charge 55 people $1.25, and only spend 10 minutes with them instead of 7 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
I'll give you the short program just because you know somebody.
That's great.
How crazy is that?
It's insane.
The short program. Like, I've heard.
So he just signed the paperwork, right?
He just signed the paperwork. And then on driving day, on your 17th birthday, you go in there, you have to bring somebody with a car that's insured, and take the driving test, and that's it, because you took the written with him. He already gave you the written. He already gave you a fake written. You got a 98. You failed one.
Gee, so you filled one, and that's it. You got a 98.
Like he did one.
That made me like.
There was no computers. There was no number 2 pencil.
Yep.
It wasn't number 2 pencil because they put a graph over it, and there were 3 different tests. You know what I'm saying? So it was just how it is now, except now they put it in a computer and the things, and then it has your test results, and they can see if you're cheating, whatever the fuck. Now they really nail you.
Yeah.
Well, now they have a thing, at least when I was doing it, that you're supposed to do observation. Like, so you're supposed to sit in the back and watch someone else take driver's ed. And I never did it. Like, they like the driver said to me, like, hey, we could, like the whole school, it was known for, like, other kids would tell you to go to the driver's ed at the school because they didn't make you do observation.
Last night I was driving home, and this is my witness. I have robbed people. I have robbed drug dealers. You know, I kidnapped a guy, did time. Lee, tell these motherfuckers, beside you parking in front of my house, what is my number 1 pet peeve when we drive?
People not paying attention.
Stop signs.
Stop signs.
I fucking
Really?
yell at this guy
Oh, yeah.
every time. He rolls. He thinks it's a fucking joke.
No.
He rolls constantly. If I'm in the car with Lee 10 times, he rolls a stop sign. And one night he's going to be stoned to the gills.
Boom.
And they're going to get him on a roll, and he's going to go to jail for 20 fucking years. Going to think of me. I see a stop sign. I respect a stop sign more than I do a red light. There's more cops at stop signs, especially after 1 in the morning, than what there are at fucking red lights.
That's a good point.
That's money. That's money. To sit on Fountain on a stop sign down by Santa Monica, and you think it's a stop sign? Oh, you know where they nail you?
Where?
I tell you where they used to nail you. Right after you hit Sal's fucking whatever, Subway, Sal's sandwiches.
Okay, on Fountain and
on Fountain, yeah.
La Brea.
Stay right there. There's a stop sign with a
block
bodega in
up.
the corner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bam! Bam! Whenever I was coked up to the gills, when I hit that area, I was by the book to the fucking second. You understand me? And
It's like Las Palmas and Fountain.
right there.
Yep.
And there's a coconut
There's
guy
always-
there in the
there's-
daytime.
and there's always
There's
police cars there.
there.
Because the
Always.
station's like 2 blocks away.
That's the
They're always
first
there,
place
right?
I ever got a fucking ticket for talking on the phone. I looked at the phone. Guy made a U-turn. He's down there all the time. A black skinny guy, not a bad guy. I've had conversations with him. He told me, because I got to give you a ticket. I had nothing then. No license, no registration, no insurance. No. I had everything, but I didn't know where it was. But I definitely had no license.
Wow.
And he gave me a $25 ticket and a no license ticket for $30. That's not when you pay. When you go to court, they tack 30, 82 for the fucking fund, 55 for the cop shoes, 88 for fucking the Lee Syatt Institute for the fucking bongo players.
You always get on me about that, and it's not, I don't like not stop, but I feel like I slow down and stop, and then like I just edge forward just to see if anyone's coming. So you want me to just stop completely behind the line every time, even back streets.
Completely. That's why they do. We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.